proved fragile. I have a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. Ah, you're addressing me? A humble ox. How quaint.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
I'm glad you think so. Otherwise, things might have gotten very messy. No, you are incapable. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo. Tick-tock.
Funny.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
I need a quick word.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you? Anything else? You've been a friend to us.
Let's see.
This is ridiculous.
I don't like the look of that mushroom. I should stay clear.
Stop! This place is...
In a secluded place all alone. It would be too easy to do away with her, far beneath your talents. You note her grimace of pain. Something is wrong with her legs.
Damn it! Don't look at me like that. You can stay. Just keep your hands to yourself, all right? I'd just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion! From the old lady in the cave. The one with the lotions and potions. To her credit, it worked. I'm as strong as a bugbear. And fearless. Course she also warned of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates. If this isn't the My legs! I can stand again! Did you do that? Thank you. Look, you're not really supposed to be here, but I'll turn a blind eye. Let them come.
Ever onward.
Knowles, I'm ready.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. One day I'll catch a break.
A long way to go still. No time for Danny. Water. My dagger. My love, we were a caravan escort for 3 days. You quit in the middle of your shift.
Best get going. Better not be cursed. Don't waste a step. I should speak up.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. Plenty of us fell to... But if you're so sure we will, excellent. Looking forward to it.
No.
Do you think your kin searched for you, Razor?
To cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
One horn. This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
Me! Never been better. Well, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called Paladins of Tyr did. Good.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that? Fuck's sake. Guess that explains the voices. I'm Karlak. And you are... Well met, soldier. A little background. You already know I fought in the Blood War. So good, Zariel, the Archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as Paladins of Tyr. Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Hang on, that.
There are important matters to discuss. Not this one, nor this one. Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
something good here, I hope.
An ally fresh from the hells themselves. Our company grows stranger by the minute, and all the better for it.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I? Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no, it's not so bad once you get used to it. Sincerely, though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Don't cringe.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me. What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover. There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. I understand why you ask, but memory loss is not as uncommon as you'd think. There may be other causes. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation. Must I? Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. If we're truly desperate, we can try to convince that goblin gut in assisting us. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure.
Oh, what's to tell?
I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Gale is positively voracious. Well, let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki's silver sword.
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Fine. I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Better is an opinion, but mine is certainly more economical, disciplined, dignified. Ceramorphosis takes all of you. But our tadpoles are far from ordinary. I wonder if another factor's in play. Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion, attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hell. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right, what else is on your mind? My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncle. I mourned the ones I could never say. In the boy's tears, the frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised. He wanted one life for me, a classic drama, a staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine. Seems unusual to me. Then again, we're talking about tadpoles inserted into our brains by rubber-skinned tentacles. All the more reason to stick close. I think you'll agree. Anger. I understand. We've been preyed on by illithids, suffered insertion of a mind-bending worm. Bloodthirst is another matter. But perhaps not too big of one. If it's a devil or demon's flesh you're wanting to tear.
How can I help? Think of it as tribute. As long as I pay, there will be peace. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone. Memory loss isn't usually a symptom of ceremorphosis. Then again, our case isn't exactly usual. If ceremorphosis takes place, all trace of your former self will be subsumed into the Mind Flayer's hive. So, to still be here, if a mite forgetful, still a win in my book. We all have those from time to time. I once wished a most impure demise on a colleague of mine who bought the last remaining copy of Etheril's Enchiridion of Enchanting Easements. As regards to your own morbid little fantasies, I'm sure they're nothing to worry about. So long as they remain fantasies.
I like Gale, but I'm keeping all my good gear well out of sight. Everything fancy he touches meets a grisly end.
She sounds bitter.
Hey, trust me, I'll tell you all about it after we take care of the goons on my tail.
What's next?
Assume nothing.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Never wanted the easy path. I'd like some time to talk.
Speak. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed.
Hey, soldier. Fuck yes.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's incredible.
Key.
All right,
wonder
just
what it
keep it
opened.
down. We're conspicuous enough about your hyena call.
Cut it out. It's worse than Knowles out there. That's E's friend. You're welcome to rest here.
You sort of.
Shall we cut and run?
May the gods take you first.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Jimmy on the go.
Time for some bloody work.
I miss this.
I'm ready.
Aye, aye.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't.
Fuck you!
Don't mind if I do.
I'm never going back!
Moving in.
That smells right.
Curious. There's a pressure plate in the chair. I'm missing something.
Take you!
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Not What in particular? The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back then. Slimmer pickings out in this wilderness.
Felt good letting off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Wild, right? But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engines. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. Sounds like a good lead.
Here we go. Bodies everywhere. Accidental sabotage. No traps, please. No one stopped me yet.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here.
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up.
I got lucky. Very hot by this.
What are you, Mike?
I might be up that.
Will you be?
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help?
I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look.
I miss my forge. How fares the search?
Shouldn't H be beautiful and serene? It looks so nice in the upper city parts.
Upper City, huh? Swish. Never spent much time there myself.
I'll happily take you, if we survive this bug's banquet.
Sounds good. I've always been curious what a patriarch looks like.
Ready or not, easy.
Can't give up now.
What's next, I wonder?
What's cooking?
Still alive, so that's progress. Seems simple enough. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Trust no one. Easy.
Infernal metal! This can help damn and patch up my engine.
What to do?
Rare find. There's only one place I'm finding the Suta tree. The Underdark.
Should mind my step.
How fares the search? Pleasure. Take care.
How long until Roland shows up? Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Sooner rather than later would be good. I feel like I'm burning serious fuel. Oh, fuck yes. I'm ready to burn all night. Speaking of, I could eat a giant badger. What can I do you for? The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-knee delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash, politician, inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every part. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today. What can I do you for? Depends on the type. Demons, on the other hand, sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and... Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? It'll come back to you. Maybe you'll recognize something we passed, or maybe we'll find out what happened to you. I get the feeling we've got a long road ahead of us. I hope we find you some answers along the way.
Oh, she's so sweet.
Why are we slowing down? I don't think so. At least, I still remember everything. In more detail than I wish. But, as for what's going on in your mind, and maybe in mine, I'm certain there are answers out there. We'll find them together. Well, look. You've said it, right out loud. That takes guts, or at least make sure you're channeled in the right direction. I've got enough enemies who could do with a good bloodletting, you know?
What's inside?
wonder what the next move is. This way.
What's in here?
Don't burn yourself. Looky!
We must rest him, Karen. It's time she had lunch.
Shit. I just can't shake you, can I? Could go for a good meal.
rest. Breathe deep and move. Let's see what this does.
Karlach! The archdevil's there.
Well, you the fuck. I'm not will.
And yet you served.
Will catches his breath and...
No! Devils cannot be...
You know...
You... I see.
What's up for discussion?
Glad Will saw sense. Same.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. It means that a reckoning's coming. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. Well met.
Thank goodness that's all dealt with. The odds are stacked high enough against us already. No need to...
Good thing for Will that Karlach called a truce.
It's almost a pity things end.
Soldier?
Seems like Will and Karlach will play nice from now on. Saves us having to pick sides.
Hey, soldier.
Need something?
This is ridiculous.
I miss my forge. I would die if I met heroic and reeking of this place. Never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.